So the colors are based around the fall. I know the videos before I was doing was more like golds and purples, but these ones are more earthy tones, so it's definitely more wearable than the purple and gold looks. So the colors I'm using is gold, brown, like some reddy colors just to kind of spice it up a little bit, and it's not dramatic at all. It's super wearable. I already have my lips done, as you probably already noticed, but you don't have to wear this lip color. It was just on because I already had it on, but I just decided I was going to record a tutorial anyways. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is prime your eyes, and the primer that I'm using is the Smashbox Photo Finish Lip Primer, and it looks like that. It comes with a little wand. And just a note, if you already have your foundation on, make sure you put a powder over your foundation before the primer. It helps it from creasing on you during the day. So the first color I'm going to be taking is actually going to be my highlight color. So that color is Blank Type. It's just a really gorgeous nude. But I'm actually going to be applying this color all over my eyelid because it's much easier if you place a color over your primer instead of putting the brighter color straight over. It's much easier to blend out and it looks better. So I already also have my eyebrows filled in with a brow pencil. So then the next color I'm going to be taking is a gold, and this one is by Lise Watier. You can use any gold eyeshadow or pigment that you may have. This is in the color Soleil, which means sun. So I don't want something like Goldilux, for example, because that has a lot of sparkle in it. I want something more, you know, toned down. So I'm just taking my 239 brush from MAC, and I'm packing this on half of my eyelid, but not into the crease. So just packing that just like so. And then I'm going to be doing the same on the other eye. And then just keep building it up, building that color up until you get it the way that you want it to look. So the next color we want is a matte brown. So I'm taking the color Naked from my Urban Decay Naked palette. So it's just this really nice light brown, and I'm just taking a fluffy brush with that, and I'm not applying that in my crease, I'm applying that above my crease. So my crease is right here. I'm going to be applying that on my brow bone using a very, very light hand. So just applying that there and then bringing that in, just so there's a little bit of definition there. So again, my crease is right there. I'm going to be applying that lightly above the crease, like so. And then I'm going to build that color up a little bit darker as I go. And I'm just going to keep taking a little bit more product and focusing that color mainly on the outer part of the eye, because you don't want to have the darker color inside because it just looks kind of off. So then after that, I'm going to be taking the color Buck, which is also a matte brown from the Urban Decay palette. So it is the color next to Sidecar. So it's that dark matte brown. I'm just taking that same brush with that color. This one's more pigmented than the other, so I'm tapping off the excess just so it's not too harsh. And I'm placing that color in the same place I put Naked. So I'm using an even lighter hand than I did. So you can see just getting a little bit more of a definition in the outer corner. So now I'm holding that brush like right on the end. Like so. And do the same on the other eye. So now we're going into like the reddier tones, and the first color I'm going to be taking is Authentic by Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics, so OCC, and the color is like a rustic kind of color. So it looks like that. I just want it to focus for you guys. There you go. So I'm taking a Sunny Kashuk brush, and it's kind of a flat top shader, and I'm literally picking some up, and there's like way too much product there, so I'm just taking it off on the lid, and then I'm just tapping into it like so, and then dabbing off the excess. And if you followed this video like tutorial steps, you'll know that there is a gap like right in here where there's no color at all except for that blank type that was placed earlier. So with this color, I'm taking that brush, looking down, and placing that right on the outer part of the eye, and pulling that in into the crease and into the middle of the eye so it meets up with that gold color that was placed earlier. And these colors look so gorgeous together. I'll zoom you in so you can see a little bit better. So there's just like that slight definition of the browns, like on the upper part of the crease, and then these colors down here. So it's just something super neutral but super pretty. So then I'm just going to go back in with my brown just to define that and blend any harsh lines that may have come up while placing that reddish color. So I'm just going to go ahead and place that color on my other eye. So then to darken it a little bit more, I'm going to be taking the color DeVille. It's Ovalex Pearl from the Venomous Villain collection from MAC. This isn't necessary, but I just want to add it just a little bit. So I'm taking that same brush that I used before, and I'm applying that right over top. It kind of just amps it up just a little bit more. And then I'm going to be taking the color Red Brick. It's a matte shadow by MAC as well. And I'm taking that same brush, and I'm tapping off the excess because I don't want too much of it, and I'm focusing that right near the lash line and more into the crease instead of on the lid. So I'm doing that obviously on the same thing on the other eye. So working that into the crease a little bit more and kind of just blending that in. So after you've done that, you should have something kind of like this. So I'm going to go back in with my gold because I want it to stand out a little bit more. So you can just go ahead and apply more of that color if you wish. You don't have to if you don't want to. I want mine to stand out a little bit more, just be a little bit more dramatic. Going back in with that brush, blending, and then back in with Buck and putting that in the crease just to darken it up a little bit more. And then after that's all done, I'm going to be replacing my highlight, which is blank type, just to make it a little bit more noticeable. So for the lips, you could go neutral, you could go what I'm doing, and what I have on my lips right now is the Natural Lip Liner, or Neutral Lip Liner by Avon, which looks like that. And then on top of it, I'm using a pink Dazzleglass Cream in Perfectly Ordinary just to lighten it up, just to make it a little bit more fun. But you could totally go for some nudes. I think the first time I wore this look, I had MAC's Creme Nude on my lips. I'm not too sure. I honestly do not remember, but yeah. So that is all for the eyes. Just to note, if you want to apply eyeliner, you can. I personally don't want to, just because I'm kind of not really into eyeliner too much right now. I'm more just shadow and the mascara. It depends on the look, but I really like it without eyeliner. It's totally preference though, so I'm just leaving mine like this. I already have mascara on, so yeah, I have my Dazzle Lash on by MAC, just to point out. So on my cheeks, I already have a color. I airbrushed my skin today, so yeah, so I put the color Champagne Shimmer on as a highlight kind of blush color. So that looks like that. Just hopefully it'll focus. It's just a gorgeous bronzy champagne kind of color. So that's what I have on my cheeks right now. So if you really wanted to go with that kind of coolish, darker kind of color, you could use like Oasis blush or something from NARS. But it doesn't matter. You could put bronzer on to warm up the face. Pretty much preference. You could go kind of any way with this look, because the eyes are pretty subtle. They're not like crazy dramatic, but like the lips could be more neutral, so it'd be easier to play up. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!